G'day guys and welcome to this Premier League edition of Beyond the 90. I am your host, Alex Ellerman. Well, it has been a fantastic round of Premier League football. We saw some absolute stunners and some really good results, and the table is really starting to depict itself at the moment. Some of the sides are just coming into a purple patch and some of the other sides are just starting to slip up when it matters most. So always exciting Premier League football. But first of all, I'm going to start you off with the news that is coming out of England. West Ham United have stunned Manchester City in an absolute fantastic game. West Ham United managed to get up against Manchester City 2-1. Sam Allardyce and all the West Ham fans, including Russell Brand, were over the moon with this victory. Just goes to show that Sam Allardyce has really done fantastic in this transfer market at the start of the season, bringing in Sacco and Valencia, who have been absolute superstars for their side and really led the line for them against Manchester City. And it's really great. You know, Sam Allardyce was under a lot of pressure and there was a lot of calls for him to be sacked, and he's really answered his critics with a big 1-2, and especially 3 points against Manchester City for West Ham is absolutely fantastic in one of their best results of recent times. So good on good on West Ham United, and hopefully they can keep that run of form going as we head into this week of the English Premier League. Now I'm going to give you a preview of all the upcoming games and give you all my tips and a little bit of form to see how all the sides are going as we head into this week. The first game of the round sees Newcastle United against Liverpool. Now, Newcastle United playing absolutely fantastic. They did manage to get a win on the week. They did manage to play well against Everton on the weekend. They did really well. They're starting to seem to come into a bit of form, which we haven't seen for them this season. They're playing fantastic. It all just seems to just start to fall into place for them, and they should be able to keep that going against a Liverpool side who have been nothing short of disappointing. Me, being a Liverpool supporter, have been absolutely frustrated with the recent run of results. Liverpool, look, the shoes that Luis Suarez has left just have not been filled by Mario Balotelli, and for me, I feel that Balotelli, if he's a cat with 9 lives, he's used 10 of them. He has really outdone his dash. He's really done his dash, and I don't feel that he should be the first name on the team sheet. Liverpool need to start looking for someone to lead the line for them while Sturridge is out. Maybe giving Lambert a go, or even giving Fabio Borini a go up front, just to sort of just give us something different up front, because it's just not working with Balotelli at the moment, and I don't feel that he should be first name on that team sheet. However, I do feel that Liverpool should go in as strong favourites against this Newcastle side. They should look to get this victory, but the way they're going at the moment, Newcastle are coming up against a side that are really depleted with results, and they should be able to really challenge Liverpool and take it to them. So for me, I'm just going to go with a draw. I don't feel that Liverpool at the moment have got the quality to get the job done, and I feel that Newcastle have got a lot more to gain in this game. So for me, a 1-1 draw. The next game of the round sees Stoke City take on West Ham United. Now, the Hammers are coming off that 2-1 victory against Manchester City. Stoke as well are playing fantastic. So it's a bit of muchness as to the way this game will go. But for me, I feel that West Ham are just in a fine run of form. Valencia, Sacco, they're playing brilliant, and they are going to be my 2 to really take Stoke apart in this game. They just seem to be able to tear apart teams, and they tore apart Manchester City. And so I don't feel that they'll be able to struggle against a Stoke City side. However, Stoke, we do know, have a fantastic defensive record, and they should be able to keep that up. But for me, West Ham United to be far too strong, and Sam Allardyce's men to keep up that fine run of form. West Ham United should have that game quite comfortably. The next game sees Leicester City versus West Bromwich Albion. Now, both these sides, look, they are mid-table sides, but they have been able to really show us a real fine quality and a real fantastic link-up play. So I do feel that this game is going to be a real battle in the midfield between West Brom and Leicester, and it will be depicted on who can win those midfield battles to really see who will come out of this game victorious. For me, I do feel that West Brom have been this sort of bogey side for a lot of the big sides in this Premier League, and they just seem to be able to get it done against the big sides, but they haven't been able to mirror it against other mid-table sides. So West Brom have got a lot to prove this week, coming up against a Leicester side who too have been really impressive against the bigger sides, yet they just seem to let it slip up in those 50-50 games where it could go either way. So I'm going to give this game to West Bromwich Albion. I feel that they should be able to get at least a 1 or 2-0 victory over Leicester this round. The next game sees a Arsenal side hosting a struggling Burnley. Now, Arsenal have been really lucky that Alexis Sanchez has been on fire. He has been really the be-all and end-all of this Arsenal side. As of late, he has been the one to really stand up and get them over the line. I actually feel that Arsenal shouldn't have too much of a struggle against the Burnley side. That look, this Burnley, they just slug and slug and slug. They just cannot seem to get any decent results on the board. And I don't feel that this week it really goes in their favour. They are coming up against a quality side in Arsenal, and Arsenal should be able to get over them quite comfortably. It wouldn't surprise me, in fact, if it's a rather big scoreline as well. I might be talking a 3-4-0 right here, but Arsenal to get over Burnley quite comfortably in this game. Another top end versus bottom end game is Chelsea against QPR. Now, we've seen the league leaders. They did get a draw against Manchester United. I think rather disappointing. Look, for me, I do feel that they really should have gone out there and taken all 3 points against United. But Jose Mourinho has his tactics and the way he likes to play against the big sides. So we can't judge him on that. A point is a point. However, I do feel that they will be far too strong for Harry Redknapp's QPR, who are just struggling at the moment. Look, they're just very unlucky, QPR, but I don't feel that they really have anything to combat against this quality Chelsea side. And this game could be a thumping. Like, if it's rumoured that Diego Costa is back and fully fit, and if he is back and fully fit, this QPR side are going to get absolutely torn apart with Hazard, Costa and all the rest of the Chelsea boys to really go through and tear them apart bit by bit. And this game could be an equivalent of a cricket score, I'm expecting. So I'm not putting too much expectations on QPR. Chelsea should be able to win that game quite comfortably. Next game sees Everton host Swansea. Now, both these sides are coming into a little bit of a purple patch. They did get into a bit of a slump in their form, but they just seem to be able to get over that at the moment, and they are playing very well. So it's a real big test for these sides to see where they can go forward in this Premier League as we head into the Christmas period. I feel that they'll use each other as a bit of a measuring stick to depict where they are at in this season. For me, Everton just seem to be a lot more stronger than Swansea are at the moment. Wilfred Boney is playing very well for the Swans. However, Everton's stars just seem to be shining at the right time for them. Eto'o, Lukaku, Ross Barkley, all of them are playing absolutely fantastic, and they should be able to use their quality to get over this Swansea side as they host them at home, and they should be able to use that home field advantage to get them over the line as well. So I'm going to give this game to Everton quite comfortably. The next game sees a fantastic Hull City coming up against a Southampton side that has surprised us all. Now, Hull played fantastic in that game against Liverpool, really did shut them out and not allow Liverpool a single chance to find the back of the net. Their keeper, even though he is a second keeper, has been absolutely fantastic for this Hull City side, and he really made sure that Liverpool had no chance in their 0-0 draw. However, they are coming up against a Southampton side who Gary Lineker on Twitter said is really Chelsea's real title competitors. And you can understand why. They have been absolutely fantastic, Southampton. Their results have been absolutely brilliant, and they should be able to really overbear this Hull City side with their impressive link-up play and goal-scoring ability. And I feel that they should be able to get over this Hull City side quite strong. Hull were very strong in defence against the Liverpool side that have been misfiring. It'll be interesting to see how they come up against a Southampton forward line that have been really above par. So let's see how they go. But for me, I feel that Southampton will be far too strong, and they will keep their their impressive victories going in this match. The next game sees a match that is marked on all football fans' calendars. We have the Manchester Derby. Manchester City and Manchester United. Now, both sides at the moment, they're just in a bit of a plateau in their form. Manchester City did get done by West Ham last week, and Man United are coming off a 1-1 draw against Chelsea. For me, I'm going to give this game to Manchester City only because I feel that Manchester United's defence just doesn't have what it takes to hold off the likes of Sergio Aguero, Eddie Dzeko, and all the rest of City's firing squad. So I don't feel that Manchester United has what it takes to really shut out this City squad. Man U themselves have got a really impressive front line, and they should be able to take it to this Manchester City side. I'm actually expecting a goal fest in this one. I don't feel that Joe Hart and David De Gea will be walking out with clean sheets in either or. So I do feel that this game will be an absolute goal fest, but Manchester City will be able to use their firing power to get them over the line in this massive Manchester derby. The next game sees Aston Villa host Tottenham. Now, Aston Villa, they're just in a bit of a plateau in their form. They started off strong, and now it's just all starting to get unravelled. And they're coming up against the Tottenham side, who are in a very good run of form at the moment. So they will want to make sure that they can really go out there and take it to Tottenham and just see if they can break down their cohesion and their link up, because that's the only way you can really break apart this Tottenham side. Is if you can control the midfield, you shut Tottenham out the game, keeping some of their superstars quiet. But I don't feel that Aston Villa have the quality to do so in this game. And I feel that Tottenham should be able to use their midfield to really overpower the villains and get up in this game. And they should be able to do it with a 2-0 victory. The final game of the round sees a Crystal Palace side come up against a Sunderland side that is just seeming to crack at the seams. Crystal Palace have been rather hot and cold at the moment. They just seem to be able to, they get good results, they get bad results. It's just each week is a different story with this Crystal Palace side. However, they should be able to get it done against a Sunderland side that are coming off 2 shocking losses. A 7-0 thumping by West Ham, a 8-0 thumping by Southampton last week, 2 weeks ago, which was actually really disappointing for this for the Black Cats, and then a disgusting 2-0 loss to Arsenal, which was just defensive and goalkeeper errors. So Gus Poyet has a lot to do with his defensive line and for his keeper Manoni, who I'll be very surprised if he actually gets a start in this game. I expect him to be dropped, and they'll bring in their second keeper just to give him an opportunity and give Manoni a break, because he just seems to be in a horror run of form. But for me, Crystal Palace should be able to get it done against this Sunderland side, and they will be able to get it done quite comfortably and get all 3 points. Well, that's all we've got time for in this Premier League edition of Beyond the 90. Remember, you can keep up to date with all my blogs at www.beyondthe90.net, and follow me on Twitter at @Alex_Ellerman. Good luck to all the English Premier League sides. Good luck to your English Premier League sides. Hopefully they do well, and I will be back with you next week to give you all the latest that is coming out of the English Premier Premier League. Thanks, guys.